Today we're going to be talking about my favorite pistol grips. And they are these grips here on my Springfield Operator. These are lock grips, and these are the Lock Ops grips. And these are for a full-size 1911. They're standard size, and they are cut for an ambi safety. As you can see here. If you do decide to get any 1911 grips and you have an ambidextrous safety, make sure you include that when you're ordering it, because if you don't, they're not going to work out. I had a 1911 that I sold that I had a pair of these exact grips on, and when I got this Operator, it came with these VZ Alien grips, which are okay. I like the color, but I didn't like them as much as the grips I had on my other 1911 that I sold, which are these. So I just reordered these because I was missing them. They are really well made, and they're very aggressive. And the texture, it just feels really good in your hand. It's very aggressive, good purchase on the gun. And they just feel, and I also think they look better than these VZ grips. These grips are okay. They come stock on the Springfield Armory Operator. Don't really hate on these grips at all. They just are not as nice as these Lock Ops grips. Lock makes a variety of different types of grips for 1911s. They have a bunch of different models with different cuts and different patterns. These ones I like the best. They're the Lock Ops. I think they're $47. So they are a little pricey, but they're really nice. They look good and they feel just great in hand. You can get an excellent purchase on it. It grips in really good. The different cuts, you have these cuts and then you have these cuts. Those different textures help with movement of the gun when you're firing it. Decided to stick with the same color, this OD green. I just think it looks really nice with the black. They do make these grips with different cuts for different fittings. So if you want them thicker, you can get a thicker version. If you want them cut for a magwell, you can get that as well. And then obviously if you have an ambidextrous safety, like this gun does, you're going to need to include in the order that you have that, and you need these grips to be able to fit the ambidextrous safety. There's a slot in there that I'm sure they cut with a Dremel or something that allows this piece of the safety to fit underneath it. Otherwise, if you don't have that, it's not going to work. So these are the Lock Ops grips in OD green. I will put a link in the description if you want to check these out. I know they're on Amazon, or you can just go on their site. They have a bunch of different options. They have the Lock Ops, the Spec Ops, the Bogies, cross-cut versions, and a variety of different colors. They make them for 1911s. I know they do a lot of grips for CZ pistols, which look really sharp, and they do other models as well. But to me, it seems like 1911s and the CZ are kind of their bread and butter. These are the Lock Ops grips. I love the texture on them, and they feel great in hand.